Alright guys, well once again, this is Fillers here. I'm going to go and try to do something a little retro and old school. Planning to go and do a Let's Play of Railroad Tycoon 3. I've gone ahead and set up the settings that I like based off of what I remember. I haven't played this game in a couple of years, but I was always a big giant fan of it. If you haven't noticed, I'm currently using version 1.0.5 because I'm running Windows 7. If you're using Windows 7 and you try to install version 1.06, yeah, good luck. I ran into quite a bit of a trouble with that, so don't worry about it. I would just say ignore it. Anyways, let's go ahead and start a new campaign. Guessing, one second, that this video might or might not work. Come on. Come on. Alright, well, based on the way that this game is built and how old it is, going and trying to jump between the different maps goes and causes havoc on the recording. So what I'm going to try to do is start off every single mission, possibly over in the previous section, and then link it on up to this one using a little bit of magic with Premiere. So I'm going to do my best with that and make it so that it looks like it flows nicely. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and selected the very first mission on the left-hand side. All the actual videos are going to be labeled as such, so it's nice and easy to choose between them. So let's go ahead and get started. This game, once again, is on hard mode, and so I'm going to work towards getting gold on all of them. I might just go ahead and just record one through, see how people like it, and if I go in and get like a bronze or silver and not a gold, if there's a lot of requests for it, I might replay it just until I get a gold. So I'm going to go ahead and read the description. The Erie Canal opened the Great Lakes in the interior of the United States to the markets of the East Coast in 1825. 15 years have passed, and demand in the burgeoning interior is growing rapidly. You've been given a charter to connect the industrial East Coast to the blossoming Midwest. Bronze, connect Boston to Buffalo before 1866. Silver, connect Boston to Buffalo before 1861. Gold, connect Boston to Buffalo before 1856. Special conditions. You cannot build unconnected track. You cannot resign nor be removed as chairman of your company. Alright, sounds good. If you're not familiar with this game and how this game kind of works, I gotta use these camera angles again. It's been a long time. There's various forms of ways of making money. The easiest one and the most commonly done one is actually going and building train tracks on over. So let's go ahead and once again, that's overview. Let's look at, that's a ledger. Hold on. Let's look at the briefing. So we need to go from Boston to Buffalo. So generally every single time you go and you start off a mission, you're going to want to start off at pause and kind of get the lay of the land. So you have Boston over here, and let's go and look for Buffalo. And that way you know what you have to deal with and where you need to go and start working towards. So let's see, go on over. It's always usually on the other exact opposite of the map, which is right over here. Check it on out, Buffalo. And for those of you that don't know me very well, I'm terrible, absolutely terrible at geography. So yeah, don't be expecting too much from me. So based on that, what we really need to do is we need to go ahead and start off by creating some track and creating a station. What? I need to start a company. Why don't you just start me off with a company? Alright, yes. Yes, let's create a company. And as for the logos, I think that my favorite logo is going to be, let's see, I'm going to use the same logo for every single game, so just bear with me for a second as I find it. I always forget. Hold on real quick. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. You're going to be like, that's the logo I want. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's Land of the Rising Sun. Okay, I'm starting a new company. You can decide how much of your own money to put in and how much you accept from investors. Investors will put more money in if you put in a lot and if your reputation is good. So pretty much every single time you create a game, you're always going to want to start off with 250K of your own investment, and then the outside investment, which is 2,500K. So let's go ahead and do that. If you're not already familiar with this game, here's the map where you can actually see the locations which you can buy. Other maps, it's a lot more necessary, but as this is the first round, you just kind of go and start off with very, very little. I doubt I'll even need to go and buy money into Canada. So for instance, if I want to buy into Canada, I have to spend $1 million, which I do not want to do because I have no monies right now. You have shares. Once again, you have your share price, which is usually a range between $1 and $100. If it goes above $100, your share is going to split. You also have outstanding shares, which is how many shares other people have. You can buy back your shares, and as you buy back your shares, your share price goes up. And as you sell shares, your share price goes down. So it's kind of like one of those things, if you need money real quick, you can go ahead and sell shares but the stock of your company, the price of it and the value of it is going to go down. Some missions that's absolutely essential, as you need to go ahead and have a certain amount of your company, a certain amount of shares. You need to go and there's various goals in order to get gold in various versions, various ways. You have your annual dividend, which is how much money you pay on out. So, for instance, every pretty much 3 months or so, you're going to pay out a quarter of this amount, annual dividend payments, which is 20 grand. So, the one thing you got to worry about, and the one thing that's absolutely just kills and depletes and destroys the crap out of you in this game, is if you don't actually make your dividend payments. You'll do things like you want to go ahead and make it so your annual dividend is high, and that way you actually pay yourself, and when you pay yourself, you can buy back more of your own stock. So there's situations where you need to either hold enough money for yourself, and that is by going and playing the stock game between it, and usually you don't really worry about that until later on when you're almost at your victory conditions. But the best way to go and actually pay yourself is by having a good company, and then as well at the same time having a pretty high annual dividend. And so when all those payments go on out, if you own a majority of your company, a majority of that money actually goes into your pockets, which you can use to buy more stocks and increase your share price, as well as buy other companies and own those companies. Usually, because I think in this one it doesn't really matter, and I don't really need to go and work on the stock game, I'm just going to do a 0.10, and that way it's not going to worry me at all, and that's more money that's in my pocket, because I don't have to worry about stocks at all. This is the bonds section. So bonds is essentially if you want to go and pull out some money from the bank right away to use for developing and buying things and purchasing things right away. It's a general good rule in this game to only actually buy stuff in credit ratings of AAA or AA, and that way the amount of money that you owe isn't nearly as much. And it's kind of like one of those things where the more land that you own, as well as the more railroads and more locations that you build too, as you do that, you're going to be making more money, so it's a lot easier to buy, stuff back. But there's also situations where there might be like a dairy farm that opens up, or an area of land that you want to purchase, like either a wheat farm or some other type of farm. And it's a lot easier if you can just go ahead and buy up those lots of them when they're cheap, super quickly at a AAA, and then maybe wait a year and then buy it back and pay it back, and that way you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, if you go and you do it like a double B or a triple B or a C, then it's totally not worth it. And that's only absolutely necessary is if you need to do something like at the very end, like you're trying to get the gold. You can pause the game, you can issue a ton of bonds, and you can just essentially get to the point where you're just flooded with money. And when you're flooded with money, you can just go ahead and make that train track all the way on over, and then you don't have to worry about the repercussions because you're able to get the gold. Now I'm thinking about that because I haven't played this game in a while. Let me see. Briefing. My year is 1856. So if I want to reach that by 1856, I might have to do that. I might go for right before it's 1856, save the game, and then buy as many bonds as I can and just rush for it so I can get the gold. And that's one way to go and do it. Based on the settings that I've done, I've gone ahead and made it so it doesn't actually display stuff, displays the grades as you build information as well as you build track, to make it so it's a little bit easier. When you're laying track, the green track is always much less expensive, and so it's actually worthwhile for you. Hold on. Also, in the beginning of the game, there's no real reason for you to go and make any large railways or anything like that. What you do want to notice is that all the areas around you, so you actually see with this little area of gold or yellow, anything that's actually in that automatically goes and pushes its content straight on in. So if you go and you're working on building a city and you want to go and enhance it, generally you want to go and build it within that actual infrastructure, within that size. As well as if you're planning on taking something like Boston, we know is going to actually turn out to be a big city. Anything that starts off with a lot of stars that's pretty high is most likely going to grow very fast, very quickly. One of the options that you can do is you can upgrade a section, so you can actually upgrade a station from medium to large, and if you don't have that area around you, you have to bulldoze it. So you always want to go and give yourself just a little bit of room when you first go and start laying track. Also, it's completely arbitrary where you actually build it. Even though it shows Boston right here and it shows the little stars, that doesn't necessarily mean that you are required to go and build a station there. I mean, I can build a station over here, I can build a station over there. It doesn't really matter. So that's one of the things that you'll go and you'll learn when you first start playing off the game, is that don't worry about going and following the rules exactly. And let's see, how do I flip this around? I think it's page. There we go. Nope. That is definitely not the right button. So let's see. trying to go and figure out exactly, once again, how to maneuver this around. No. Let me go and look at the settings real quick. Hotkeys. What's rotate? Rotate. Company detail. Rotate station left. Okay. So, now that we know that, let's go ahead and rotate our station. And you want to do that so that you can make it so that your train lines go exactly where you're desiring. Yeah, let's go ahead and make this small for right now. So we don't really need a lot of stuff going on. Hey. Play that shit. Build it. Why are you not building it? Oh, this is starting off great, I can already tell you right now. Come on. What the? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna guess that it won't actually let me build it until I actually build the track. Alright, bear with me, people, it's been a while. And so also starting off, you generally don't want to go and build anything that's going to be a huge amount of... you don't want to go and do the double railways. I should say railways or railroads, until you absolutely need it. So you'll actually find out later on as we're going and trying to go and upgrade tracks and locations to make it so it actually takes advantage of it. And let's go ahead and move in a little bit and lay better track. So once again, trying to go for as little bit of orange and green and things of that nature. Now that's Westchester, or Worcester I should say. I apologize, people. If you're from that awesome town of Worcester, then don't worry about it. Pretend I didn't say anything. There we go. And I think, what is it? There's also the ability of, let's see. Let's go here and cruise on over. Nice. I don't apologize for the threes. I just need them that way. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's lay our first station right here. Very nice. Got that one going on. Let's build a train. Let's see, what's the difference between these? Planet 2, 4, Norris. So the way that I look at it is generally based off of cost and maintenance. You can go in, if you're really hardcore into it, you can look at like the passenger appeal and the reliability and things of that nature. But generally, I just look at the speeds as well as the maintenance. So this one's more expensive, but the maintenance is comparatively not that big of a deal. As well as we also have the most amount of speed available for us at this current time. So we're going to go ahead and set up our first location, which is Boston, second location, which is Worcester, and we're going to choose that you can pretty much have anything you want in there. So this is going to go and decide for you what the best contents are, and so the most expensive stuff from location A to location B is going to handle that. I don't know about your playstyle, but for my playstyle, I always pretty much just go from one location to another, so just have like one train per and let it handle itself. The other important thing is having water, as well as a location to go and a maintenance facility. Now, water you want to go and have all over the damn place because that seems to get refilled the most. Maintenance you want to conserve because it's pretty damn expensive. And so what I always try to go for is a location where right before you split off, because I know I'm going to go to low over here as well as Providence, I want to go and make it so that all three tracks go through that one maintenance facility, and that way I don't have to build as many. So let's go ahead, move on over here, and look at the best way to branch off. Yes. So, cruise on around, go on down the mountains, and let's cruise on in here. Now, hold on. Nice. I'll be good. Alright, so now we build our second station, and you just sort of going to want to rinse and repeat. So now that I built my station, let's go ahead and have a train track that goes from Providence to Boston, and buy that. And then let's also go ahead and buy a train that's going to go from Worcester to Providence. Now that one's not going to be used as much, so for right now I'm just going to go ahead and buy a planet. Buy that. And also to make it so that I don't run into tracks nearly as often, branch this one on over here. And just to be safe, because I don't have a lot of stuff going on right now, I'm going to go ahead and build a maintenance facility right next to it. Alright, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and turn on some game speed. The location is going to be Lowell, so let's go ahead and branch off to Lowell. Now, if you notice, we only have $1,423,000. So actually, we have quite a bit more money than I'm used to starting off with. Generally, you can build maybe like 1 or 2 tracks, and then you're just completely screwed. But with this one, not so bad. So let's go ahead and get this railway station set up, and build us some water. And yeah, let's build a facility right there. And just for shits and giggles, I'm going to build another water facility right there. Nice. Okay. Build me some more trains. And I think for right now, I'm just going to go and build one from location A to location B. Because I don't really expect... Because each of those cities, if you notice, the stars is actually how much inventory and I guess you could say goods that they usually hold in them. So if you go to this location for the overview, you can see kind of where stuff is traveling to. So if you notice, Providence doesn't really have a lot of information or a lot of goods stacking up. Worcester doesn't have much, and neither does Lowell, but Boston now already has quite a bit. And you can also go and track that if you don't actually have methods and locations and ways for you to go and get the content where it wants it to go, that it'll actually just start moving on its own. So if you look over here and you look at all these different locations and like dairy farms and other iron mines, if you don't actually have any tracks that are going over to them and they don't have like locations to do it and ways of getting that information on over, or the goods on over, they'll just move on their own. It goes a lot slower, but at the same time, it'll get to its destination. So that's how Concord, even though it's not connected by any track, is able to go and get goods, is that by it's being just kind of moved on over. And so each one of these locations has, needs and requirements, and they just kind of go and flow. Now, if the fastest way of travel is via your train, then it's going to take your train. If the fastest way of travel is just going by either the river or just over land, then it's going to do that as well. And when you first start off the game, you don't really have to worry about a lot of different crazy crap. Sorry, there's so much stuff to go and talk about at the very beginning of just how this game kind of works, that I'm just kind of going to lay it on you. For some of the things, like for instance, you can go ahead and you can buy, like, let's say you have iron over here, and you buy an iron farm. Let me go ahead and get out of this. So you buy a dairy farm or an iron farm. Dairy farm goes and takes dairy and it uses that as a prime ingredient, and it creates cheese. So if you take that, so it turns milk into cheese. So one of the things that you generally want to do is you, for instance, you know that this location in Concord is going to have an absolute shit ton of dairy. And so you'll build a railroad there, and then maybe over in Manchester you'll build like a, what's it going to be? Let's look at it. Let's see what our options are. Meatpacking plant, paper mill, textile mill. Not a brewery. Meatpacking plant? Maybe a meatpacking plant, because it'll turn the dairy farm into meat and steaks and things like that. So you'll take that and you'll build a meatpacking plant, and then you'll have a train that goes from Concord right over to Manchester. And based off of that, you'll make it so that the amount of money that Manchester gets will be a lot higher, is because it's supplying a good from Concord on over to Manchester. So you kind of play that game. It doesn't work out nearly as well as you'd think. Generally, it works out a lot nicer for the most part of the game if you just kind of go and buy all these actual corn farms and wheat farms and grain farms and stuff like that, just because it's so much work. I'm going to go ahead and buy one of these right now. Buy a corn farm and buy myself a grain farm. Like, you'll notice if you have some locations where it just has a crap load of goods building on up, and you can just usually click on your actual station and it'll tell you what it has. For instance, it has lots of mail. Mail usually works out pretty well, but that'll get transferred. It has passengers. So passengers move from like one location to the other, and so as long as you're able to get there, it works out pretty nicely. We have some milk, and we have livestock. And so, where was I going with that? What was I talking about? Come on, guys. Anyways, so you can go and you can build various things to kind of do with supply and demands. And so you can notice what's kind of building on up, and you can, if you own the stations and you own the track, make it so that you can pretty much move it all the way on the other side of the actual of continent or map or whatever the hell you want to call it. So, based off of that, you might have a situation where you're in Boston and you have a crap load of alcohol, or you have a crap load of corn, and you might notice, how does this work? So you go hover over the corn, and you can see exactly how much money you're going to make. So for instance, if you're at Boston, and you have a train that's going on over to Lowell, it might go ahead and stock up and fill up with corn, just so that it goes and it sells it at a profit. And so it goes from a location of where it has tons to a location that has none. Now, you might do something along the lines of look over corn, and you're like, holy crap, Hartford has no corn whatsoever. And that's also because there's no connecting track right now. So if you went and I created a track, I went down over to Hartford right now from Worcester, it would take the corn and migrate on over to Worcester if it had extra amount of it, and sell it for $19 per, or 19,000 I should say. So also let you guys know is that when you build tracks and you build a station, the very first time a train ever goes to that station is an insane amount of money, because you're going to go and essentially fill up all the needs and requirements that it's needed for a long period of time. And so once you've gone and filled those needs, you won't actually get that for a long time. Like, you'll notice the very first one will be like 100 grand, and then after that it'll be 6 grand or something like that, just because you're filling it up, everything that it's been wanting, everything that it needs right then and there. So just kind of heads up if you notice that in your own games. I don't know if you guys are going to be playing this anytime soon, but yeah, it's good to know. Also, laying bridges across usually kind of blows and sucks and costs a lot of money. And so right now, instead of doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and build a train track on over to this guy right over here. He looks a little lonely. He looks like he wants someone to play with him. No, come on. It's existing track right there. So yeah, and you can also go ahead and hit the last track. Now, depending on what you're doing, generally the best idea to do is to actually pause the game when you're laying track, and so you can go back. I can't tell you how many times when I was first playing, you'd run into a situation where, like you're laying track and something's going on, and then you run out of money, or something along that nature, and it just really sucks to be either getting money or losing money while you're trying to go ahead and do ulterior different things going on at the same time. Let's see. As you know, it's trying to make it so that my track, move it back and forth until it's as little as possible. So we have this situation, and right now, hold on, let's go and get out of this. Yes, I'm happy with that track lane. This has a paper mill, and it also has some houses. And so also houses will get their goods right away, but what's more important is the paper mill. So as you can see, the paper mill right now, as it currently stands, isn't making much of a profit. And so once again, this runs into one of those situations where if you're over here at Boston, and you notice that you have, what does paper mill take? Paper mill requires, let's see, pulpwood in order to go and make paper. And so you might notice that over at Boston, I don't think that this is going to be the case, that you might have a crap load of pulpwood. And so you'll notice, oh man, look, nice, people are giving me money. They love me so much. You might notice that you have a crap load of pulpwood, and this place isn't making money at all. So it's like the profit is just in the toilet. So you might, right before you go and actually build the station, you might just go ahead and buy the company, so that when you actually start delivering the content that it requires and needs, that it's going to be turned profitable right away, and then you'll get profits. Because, once again, as it's getting more profitable, like right now it's probably pretty cheap to buy. It's 550,000. That could go up to like 2 million based on how well and how much money it's making. So, yeah, let's go over here. That way if I need to expand, I can. So we'll do that. I'll make a train, and that goes from here to here. Actually, let's reverse those. This just lets you know where actual location that right now. So if I need to start from Lowell to Manchester, I can just start Lowell. I don't need to delete everything and go back again. As you notice, the crappy train has actually gone off this list. It's not even available anymore. So let's build that. Nice. And and let's choose water. Actually, I think that based off of this, I don't even need to make an extra water station. It's a pretty short commute. So let's look. So Manchester only has a little bit of sugar, valued at 11,000. So it's going to go over here. It's going to deliver it. Come on. Yeah, and then let's see what it loads up with. It's got some milk. Yeah. Apparently, all the needs aren't coming from Lowell. Nice. Oh yeah, I might as well go ahead and buy some monies. Let's see, I got 204k. Also, another little nifty trick is that if you're going through the process of buying stock, sometimes it works out better. Oh, also, if you don't actually have money, like the purchasing power right now is 98 grand. If you don't actually have that money, don't ever go into negative amounts, because you're just essentially, you're going to go and try to go and make your money back with money you don't have, and it's just going to be, you're always going to be in the negative, and it freaking sucks. So never buy more than your purchasing power allows. The other little trick that you have is that if you hold down shift when you buy, you can go and you can buy at times 10 of whatever that amount is. So for instance, if it's $50, every single time you buy, like, I'm going to buy one. No, margin. So my cash right here, this is the amount. So purchasing power is how much money I can go into my negative, so it's essentially half of your total. So when I get cash and it's at 50, I'll go ahead and I'll buy some stock. But every single time you buy, it immediately rises. And every time you sell, it immediately lowers that exact second. So if you buy it like a large quantity at the time, which is you buy, 10,000 shares, all at the exact same second using the shift button, then you get it all for that exact correct price. Which is what you want. Sorry, I was just parched. I need to go and drink something. So, also, some other little tips and tricks, because I know you guys love tips and tricks, is you have situations like you have your stations, you have your track that you've laid on down. They're kind of moving back and forth, but this game, it takes time for everything to build up. If you don't build anything, the cities will grow on their own, because just stuff kind of sprouts up as you're playing the game. And so if you don't do anything, they'll go on their own. So you can't force Boston to get bigger. You can't force Worcester to get bigger or Lowell to get bigger. By connecting tracks, they'll go and get the contents that they need faster. More people will move in, and they'll grow faster because of you. But so sometimes it's not necessary, or it's a good idea to, for instance, like build as many things as possible. So building a train track right now from Worcester on over to Springfield isn't necessarily going to be a good idea, because I'll spend a crap load of money in laying the track and in going and actually setting on down my my stations, and then back and forth I'll spend, let's say, 200 grand on just setting up all that track, and then I'll maybe make 50 grand on the very first trip, and then after that it just goes kind of downhill, because there's not a lot of stuff on the map to be moved around yet. And so by doing that, you might get yourself in a very bad situation right away, because you'll just spend up all your cash. All your money will just go in the pipe, and you won't have money to go and spend on anything. But things like grain farms, things like corn farms, those make money every single year, every single time. And so if you have money, and you have like money that you don't mind spending, which you should pretty much all the time. Let's see, how much is this? That's 1.4 million. So yeah, dairy farms go up real fast, but it's never a bad idea to go and buy things up like fruit orchards, because those will, once again, consistently make money. And so a lot of easy ways to go and do well in this game is to just go ahead and look for the little extra little things that you can buy, the dairy farms. Boom times ahead. That usually means that there's going to be a lot more products, as well as the main things that it actually tells you about with that is, let's see, hold on. It's going to be your credit rating, whether or not it goes into AAA and your prime rate. Those will go up and down based off of it being a boom time or recession, and so that's huge. So I think also track, when you lay track in a boom time, it's also a lot less expensive than if you go and lay track in a recession. So just kind of let you know that. Let's see, 390 grand. So yeah, just for a second right now, I'm going to go ahead and increase the speed all the way. Let me go actually and save the game right now. Very first map. I know, this is riveting for you to watch, but, I mean, I've always enjoyed this game. This game's always fun. One of the other things that you can buy is you can buy things like hotels, which is if you have people that are sitting around waiting for you to go and go on the train tracks and to go on the trains, they'll go ahead and use your hotel, and that's money. You'll make money off of that. Post office is how long mail will sit there before it actually goes away, because if you have mail and it doesn't get delivered, it just starts going away. And so post office will allow the mail to sit there for longer periods of time. Restaurant is just people that are sitting there waiting for it to go on. they'll just go ahead and they'll spend money to restaurant. And then there's also the tavern. So if you actually don't have any alcohol there, it's not all that great. So, but you can make quite a bit of money if you have alcohol and a steady stream of it coming in. Also, I think it drives a need for alcohol. So if you have a bunch of alcohol or you own a bunch of breweries and you put taverns all over the damn place, then that'll make it so that you want to go and sell it there, and make it so that it's a lot more profitable to move it on over there. But these are just like little things that you can buy at each station. They pay off just a little bit, but they're not huge. If you have 100 grand and you can buy a wheat farm or something like that for 100 grand, it's much more beneficial, because those make like what, 50 grand a year. Whereas I think the tavern might make, 50 grand or 100 grand in like its lifetime. So it's throughout like the life of the game, I should say. So I say once you have a bunch of extra income and you want to buy like little things like that, then it's worth it. But until then, I'd say just kind of ignore it and don't mess with it. You also see things like fruit orchards where they'll buy they'll pop up right next to each other. The way these are just graphics, it doesn't really matter. Just because they went and they built a fruit orchard right next to each other doesn't necessarily mean one's more efficient than the other. It's just how it kind of worked, how it sort of evolved in this game. So they just kind of pop up wherever the heck they want, and it just kind of drives up. So that makes it sort of dynamic, because I don't think in every single game this fruit orchard is going to be in that exact same location, nor will this one. It's just sort of like, hey, where's a place where fruit is good, or based on the climate, where's fruit, and it'll just pop up there. So you also notice that if it has just been built and it's like pretty new, it's going to be very cheap, and so you kind of have to keep an eye out for locations where they just spot up, and then you can buy them, and then like in a year or two is when they actually become more expensive. So much talking. So I have 249. If you notice, my money is continually going up little by little, which is good. 240. All right. So I don't want to ever go and get that close to bankruptcy. So if I did 240, and let's say something happened where I needed to go and buy a train, or one of my trains break down, because your trains will break down, and you kind of run into a situation where you have to buy a new one. It's just completely burned alive, and all the children and all the kids on it just completely got decimated, and they're delicious smelling just because of the fact that it's burning flesh. Anyways, I don't know what actual burning flesh smells like, but just based on barbecue, I'm just kind of going along that path. So don't judge me. Anyways, if something like that happens when you buy something, then you go into debt, you go into negative, and your stock prices just plummet. And it usually takes about a year or two of just not having that situation happen for it to kind of equalize on out. So one of the good tricks is to make it so you always have a buffer. You'll run into problems. I don't know why they didn't actually fix this when why they didn't do this in the game. But I'd like to go and actually have it set up so that you don't actually ever run into negative amounts. Like, if you know that based off of your dividends, let me go on over to it real quick. Oh, it's saving game. Based on your dividends, you're going to pay 4 grand, which means every single quarter you're going to pay $1,000. It should make it so that you're not allowed to, or maybe you should have like a toggle where you check it off that you're not allowed to go and fall below that. So you do something like that, and then you have to worry about like, oh crap, I spent all my money buying something, and now I got to pay dividends of $75,000, and all of a sudden I don't have enough, and your stuff goes to shit. So when you go and play this enough times, you just kind of learn that and kind of go, yeah, I should not go and spend money on dividends. I should, kind of keep watch of that, as well as just sort of watch in this little corner over here and just watch as money kind of goes. And when it ticks on down, you lose maybe 10 grand, 30 grand, and just kind of keep a mental note of how often you should do that. Oh man, all I'm doing is just sitting around talking about this game. Oh jeez. So once again, it's 1845, and I believe, based on the briefing, that I have until 1856, which is 11 years to go and get all the way to the other side of the map. Now, I'm trying to set myself up right now. Oh, nice. Nice! Statehood for Texas and Florida. Yay. Yeah, good for them. I'm so happy for them. Anyways, you run into a situation, like right now I'm just trying to make it so that I just continually make money. I don't have to worry about it. I'm not laying track because it takes money to lay track, as well as it takes money for trains. Even though that they're making a little bit of money, 12 grand. Let's go on over and look at it. In its lifetime it's made 160, but last year it only made $21,000. So you like run into those situations where you go, is it worth it to go make another train track? I have to pay for it every single time it fills up with sand, every single time it fills up with oil, as well as a couple years later, in X amount of years, it's going to go ahead and die. I'm going to have to replace it. And so you kind of run into those situations going, hey, it's cost 160 grand, but at the same time, I got to replace it. It's going to cost me another 50 grand. Got to do this, got to do that. And so those things, you kind of have to go and weigh them. And right now I know that it's probably in my best interest to go and buy another one of these fruit farms. As I can see, I already have 265 grand, which is nice. Well, 4, 5, whatever. It's just $1,000, which back then was probably, what, $5 billion worth of money. But, 310 grand, how dare they? So if I go and I buy that, and I'm making 23 grand off of it a year, just continual money that trickles on in, then that'll make me a happy guy. Nice. Sweet. I will realize it. So now that I've gotten a few of those, I have some money coming on in on a steady way. Let's see. Sheep farm. Man, that dairy farm's making tons of cash. How much is that? Oh, jeez. So, also the general idea, if you haven't noticed, is buy the cheap things first that are always going to make you money. They won't make as much money as often as fast, but the more that you can kind of hold on to, the more that trickles on in, the better off that you'll be able to do and buy things like, the dairy farm and the sheep. Well, the sheep farm's not that expensive. The sheep farm's how much? 450 grand? Yeah. Yeah, so whatever. So you just kind of go and you buy those things over and over and over again. Oh man, look at that dairy farm. Look at all these cool things. Oh, I want that sheep farm. I want it. I want it so bad. 150 grand? It's nothing. I'm already halfway there. And when I say halfway, I mean like 2/3 of the way there. So, man. So yeah, I think that I'm actually doing pretty well so far. I can go, and let's see, I have to go from here to here, and probably go down here, go across, up. It's not too bad. And so probably the last, I'll probably build a train track after I buy this sheep farm. I also just noticed that you can just hover over the bottom. When you hover over buy, down here it actually tells you how much it's going to cost. And I just saw right there, it went from 800,000 to 950,000, so that's going on up. So yeah, that's how that works. Let's see. Nice. Cash has gone on up. Let's buy some of this, dudes. So yeah. So it actually did not go up. My cash went from 30k down to 30, so it's only 800. Let's see. How many stocks does this guy have? Looks like he's only got a total of about 25 grand. Now what this is good for is that when you want to go and buy someone on out, some of the maps require you to buy people on out so that you're the only one left on over. While you're going throughout the game, you're going to want to continually have your dividends high so that you're able to get cash. And when you get the cash, you want to buy their stock so that when it splits, you're not getting screwed on over. Because sometimes the AI is weird in this game. Either it'll do really well, or it's going to do really crappy. And when it does really crappy, like this guy right here, it's not that big of a deal. You can just go ahead and use the money in your game to go ahead and buy the rest of your stocks. Like, look at this. He's doing terrible with it. He's down to $3 again. So I'll wait for it to drop a little bit more, and then I'll just buy. Oh man, look at him. He did up. Okay, so that's going on well. Alright. I think it's about time. I need to go on over. I think the path that I want to take is down over to Springfield, to Hartford, go on across over to Poughkeepsie, to Albany. Yeah, Albany is going to be a big one. And then take Albany on over to Utica, to Syracuse, to Rochester, to Buffalo. And that way I'm kind of keeping next to the river. Traversing the rivers usually works out pretty well if you're careful with it. And so you gotta have to be a little wonky and a little bit wary with it. What is this? That's a lumber mill. Oh man. That makes wood into lumber, which I don't think I actually have any. So if I actually owned a bunch of lumber mills, I'd bring it on over here. Also, does it look like the map's a little bit dark to you? Oh man, let me go ahead and check that on out real quick. Let's see. I'm trying to go and have some pretty high details here. So, excuse me. Draw distance. Where's the lighting? That looks better. Let me save my game once again. Let's go to first map 2. Save. Alright. So now I'm up to 180 grand. I think that's pretty good. Alright, so let's go ahead and lay some more track. And based off of what I said before, let's get out of this. Let's go ahead and put my speed to paused. Let's just kind of mosey on over. So yeah, you kind of sometimes have to play this game of just kind of moving on around and figuring out the locations. Oh, 5. I think I can fix that though. There we go. Very nice. Let's see here. Oh man, I didn't know I was spending that much money that quickly. Holy crap. Alright. Well then, it's time for me to wait a little bit of time as I gather some more resources. I thought that I was going to be able to do that for quite a bit. My apologies. Oh man, Springfield better bring in tons of money then. I was not paying attention to that at all. I was like, oh man, 180, 200 grand? Oh, I'll be totally be able to go and make my railroad on over there. And I was a dirty, rotten liar. Okay, so let's see. Is there any more other farms that I can buy? Economy slowing. Let's see, how much is this? 600 grand for a corn farm. Grain farm, 600 grand. Fruit orchard, ooh, 290. See, this one just sprouted up, and so it's just starting to get expensive. So if I buy it right now before it gets super expensive, then I can go ahead and I can reap hardcore profits off of it. Because this is a fruit orchard, and this one's 550,000. Come on. Let's see what my ranking is. Might be worth it for me to just go ahead and buy. Oh, issue bond. Nope. Nope. I almost have enough money for it. Anyways, how are you guys doing? How's life treating you? Are you enjoying it? Oh shit, 290. It's cruising on up so fast, so quickly. Yeah, are you guys enjoying yourselves? Is life treating you the way that you want to be treated? Is this the type of Let's Play that you guys are looking for? Is there, did you wish that there was more shooting involved? Maybe that'd be fun to do. What if I went and I did a Let's Play of Old School Oregon Trail? And see how many different ways I could die from dysentery. How many different games in a row I can just die from dysentery. That might be a fun game to play. Come on. Give me monies. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, Jeebus. Hurry up. Come on, trains. You know you want to. Nice, nice. I can't decide how much money it wants to be. Go up, go up. Golden, California. That's nice. Alright, a little bit more monies. I didn't want to go into horrible, horrible debt. Big. Oh man. Damn you, fruit orchard going up. The Gold Rush has presented you with an opportunity. With your railroad, you can shave off weeks of travel to prospectors looking to get to California if you know how to capitalize it. Spend 100 grand on advertising, increasing railroad usage by 15%. Yes, I want that one. Alright, so based off that, because I do want this, I'm going to go ahead and issue a bond. Underwriting fees is 2%. Okay, that's fine. Let's buy this guy. Nice. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish that railway. Alright, let's go over here. Let's pause the game real quick. Because I think that by getting over here and getting this railway completed... come on. I think I'm just... There's no way I can get around it. There's just going to be some threes. Alright, let's see. And... try to remove fours if I can. Let's see. Come on. Let's do that one. Come on. down here. 13? That's way expensive. There's no way I want to spend that much money. Alright, let's try this. Hold on. Let's go back over here. Before I went and I did that. And let's see if I can just go and make it a little extra long. Man, that's just terrible terrain no matter what I do. Oh, let's try this. It looks like, if you look at it real quick, it looks like those are all just graves. Oh, man. Yeah, screw it. They just have to do with the fact that it's going to be a little slow uphill. There we go. See, look how much better that was. Nah. And once again, based off what you guys heard me say before, it's not nearly as imperative to make it so that it goes exactly inside the middle of the town. Although they generally do seem to do a pretty good job of having like one little area, which is just perfect for you. Ah, crap. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Let's get out of here. Let me go ahead and get enough money so that I can build a station. Maybe I can just bypass Hartford altogether. I might branch off. This has a tool and die, which is making tons of money. Holy crap. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, people, give me monies. Let's see what that guy is doing. Where's Spawn's at? Is it this one? Nice. Let's buy some of his stuff. Yeah, see, and I gotta replace the damn train. Yeah, let's buy that one. Damn you, trains. Damn you for crashing. Let's buy his stuff. Okay, so it's not 10 at a time, it's 5 at a time. So let's see. Got that right there. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's see. I might just have to go and get another bond just so I can finish this on up. Yeah, why not? Whatever. I need to build some trains. Okay, got that. Let's get a train from this location to that location. Make it the Baldwin. Oh, man. That'd be awesome. And we're going to go from Worcester first. Actually, let's go from Springfield. This probably has more crap on it. Let's go back over here. Oh, man. There's tons of places. That is a long track. Okay. Let's make 3. Let's break it up with this. And break it up with that. So look at that. Look how much money I had to go and spend just on bringing those 2 locations together. There's also the possibility I might just want to go and make a train from Boston all the way to Springfield. Let's look at this guy. He's got 48,000. Oh man, this train's gonna be expensive. Nice. I'm okay with that. Nice, nice. Big monies. Big, big monies. Damn. There's like nothing on there. It's just vacant. Anyways, so with Springfield and Boston connected essentially via Worcester, and that should actually work out pretty nicely. So I also got to be careful because now that I have those bonds, more of my money is going to be taken away every single month. Damn, look at this one. This guy's got mad money cash dollars. Sweet. Tool and die. Okay, so that's starting to make money just because people are buying it. Let's see. Man, I only have 6 more years in order to get the gold. It's gonna be tough. So based on that, I got 451 grand. Alright, let's make another save game. And let's see. I want to just go straight up? No, that looks like a horrible idea. Alright, so I have to go on over to Hartford, which means I need to go ahead and build a track across. Alright, let's do my tried and true method of pausing it. And let's see how much I can make it so. 110. Crap. And let's see. Come on. So we do this. Go right here. Nice. That's a much better way. Although it's much more expensive, but whatever. I can't do much about that. Bridges just cost money. Come on. Really? Ah. Stupid game. Let's see. No, I don't want a bridge that goes all the way there. Nice. Okay. Alright, I need to get some money first. So now I have that. That's actually pretty quick. That's pretty easy. So if I just do a little bit of train track. Nice. Okay, so I have that. And now I can make, let's see, make one of these bad boys real quick. Also, when you have a bend and it wants to go and build it on a bend, that's never good. So that's the better side. So build a small station and get a track from here to here. And let's start off in Springfield. Let's get a Baldwin. And let's see, based on how much there is, I'm just going to go and do one water and one of these guys. Wow, 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 wow. Come on, monies. Come in. I desire you to have tons of monies. Come on, I want to build a maintenance facility so bad. This gets me excited thinking about going to all those people I'm going to help. See? Check it on out. Look how much nicer it looks. It's like a world of fun. Yeah, distillery. Okay, I'm making alcohol now. Nice. So that's got nothing over there. With more powerful locomotives these days, railroads have switched from 10-ton cargo cars to bigger 20-ton cars. A locomotive that used to be able to haul 6 older cars at 30 miles per hour can now haul only 3 newer cars at that speed. Consider reducing the number of cars your trains haul, or upgrading old locomotives. The good news is that increased factory output means railroads will ship as many cars as before, even though the newer cars are bigger. The bad news is that the heavy competition prevents anyone from raising prices to offset the larger cars being hauled. So yeah, think of that. Be careful. Sorry guys, I was parched. I really needed something. I feel so much better now. Alright, so I got 6 more years, and money is steadily going up, which I'm very happy about. Let's see. Nope, don't care about the munitions factory. That is not necessary right now. There's one mission in this game that's just a complete pain in the ass with the whole munitions factory thing. It just freaking sucks. I'm not looking forward to that one. That one can die. That one can go to hell. Some of these missions, it's just like, it's so hard to do it. Like, it's just hard to get all the way across the map, and they have ulterior motives as well. Huh. Bridgeport. Oh, look at New York. Holy crap, I need to get over there as soon as possible. Alright, new mission is get to New York as soon as possible to give me monies. Okay. Nice. Yes, I know I didn't pause the game. No, I don't care. Let's see. Must connect to New York fastlier. Alright. I think that's the most the most track I can lay, and as close to being broke as I possibly can for right now. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hell, I might just have a one that goes all the way from Boston all the way to New York. Just make tons of cash. That'd be nice. All right. This one's got nothing going on. So let's build that, and let's build a track from here to here. And yeah, just go with it. So the other thing you can do... -1, damn it. The other thing you can do is you can actually connect your track with someone else's track. So for instance, this is Edison's line. Let me look at it. And they're actually doing pretty well. Oh, I almost have enough. So they're doing pretty well with themselves. And that way that if I actually connect the track and they have a train that goes on my track, then the entire time they're on their track, they got to go and pay me monies. So they'll go and, let's say they go from all the way from New York all the way to Boston, and they do that, but they spend like, you know, it's a railway that's 300 grand worth of monies. But they're on my track like 95% of the way, and based off of that, they have to pay me 95% of the money, so I don't have to pay for anything. So that's definitely something I want to go for. I'm going to go ahead and save this again. I don't know why I'm saving it so many times. It's not like I'm going to go ahead and reload from first save 2 or some crap like that. Alright, let's look over here. Man. So let's see. What's going to be the inexpensive way to go across? Oh shit, there's one right there. Hold on, where is that? Oh, is it not done yet? I don't understand that. Okay. Yeah, look at that 160. Oh yeah, that's because it's not actually completing the down part of it. Let's see, 159. Let's see, 201. No, that's not what I want. It's like everything just got way more expensive real quick. Come on. Wow, I'm just like moving it back and forth and it's just getting way more expensive by the second. It's like because I'm getting farther away from this? I don't know. Whatever. But that's definitely what I wanted to do. Holy crap, that one's expensive. And let's see. There we go. It also means I don't have to go and pay the train track, which I'm a big fan of. Boom times ahead. Give me monies. Nice, that's my stock. Holy crap. I need to go ahead and I need to buy some stuff right there. I'm sorry, my trains. Actually, hold on. Crap. Screw it. I want to lay that track first, and then I'll buy some stuff to make it so it doesn't break down. And let's go there. Nice. Okay. Now that I have that, let's go ahead and get a track from Bridgeport to New York. Buy. And then with the crazy amounts of money that I'm going to make, I can go ahead and I can buy my waters that I've been neglecting for my awesome tracks, and I can also buy some maintenance. Shit, it's 1952, almost 53. Nice, okay. Let's put one right here. Let's put a water right here. Actually, I want to go and make a train that goes all the way from New York to Boston. And let's see, can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? There we go. There's the money as I was looking for. New York to Boston. Actually, you know what? I'm also going to do one to Springfield. And let's do New York, Springfield, Boston. That should work. Nice. Let's see how well that works on out. Nice, monies. Get that in there. And let's get one of these bad boys. Nice. Now I am equipped. And let's do one more water here. Alright, so now I feel responsible. Let's see. So that's just that little track right there. So based off of that, I still need to go up from Bridgeport to Poughkeepsie. Huh. Monies. See, I told you. So yeah, going to New York to Springfield is 176 grand, and I had to pay 1k of it because I used 1k of their track. Nice. Okay. See, I'm saving it. I'm trying to be responsible, people. Now let's go over here. And and let's see. I'm gonna try to make it so, yeah. Let's do. Oh crap. This terrain's terrible. Alright. Hold on, I got 620 grand. I need to play some track. Let's see. Yeah, let's just ride the river. Let's see how well playing this track works on out. Okay. Get as close as possible without actually having to build a bridge. Nice. Oh no! Whatever. I think, let's see if I can move back and forth. Can I do it? Let's see. Come on. Come on. There we go. That might just actually be the most fun of the game, is just trying to go and lay some track that's not terrible. Nice. Okay. So now they laid that. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, actually, I have to go and make it so that the game is installed. So we got that. Come on, come on, come on. Very small station. And now I'm just gonna have everything go to New York. Come on, come on, come on. Screw it. Let's build that. So he's about to have his stock split. I'm gonna buy some more of my own stock because I'm badass. And yeah, let's go from Poughkeepsie to New York using an awesome Baldwin trade. So how much stock do I have? He's got 20 grand altogether. I have 80 grand. So my stock is split twice, while his is only split not at all. Look at all that monies. Look at it's like it's like impossible for me to lose now. Okay, actually, you know what? Before I do that, I might need to lay down some of these cool things. And I went way far. So let's do that. Nice. Ah, crap. I want to undo. What's my grade at? What did it do to my grade? Oh, look at that terrible grade. Oh no. Oh no. Wait. You know what? I can fix this. That might just be the ways and the time that you actually want to save it. Oh no. Okay. Well, that was fun. I get to do that again. Sorry, guys. I apologize, but I don't really mean it. Actually, you know what? I need to make it so that I get all this on over. And I make that nice, big, huge amount of monies. remember correctly, I make that giant, absurdly large amount of money coming up soon. Although, I don't know if I'm having enough money to lay the track this time. And you doubted me for wanting to save my game. Alright. There we go. It's cool, it's like I can just get to lay track and not have to worry about how much it costs, because money just keeps rolling in. Nice. Okay. Come on, come on. I dare you to give me money. Oh no, I went negative. It's okay. It's gonna bounce out real quick. Come on. Come on, monies. You know you want to give it to me. Something can arrive in a station. No, that's not enough money. 3K isn't nearly enough for my needs. No. No. Come on. I know you're better than this. What if I speed it up a little bit more? Nice. Almost good enough. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn you, bonds. Come on, go, 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 go. It's good enough. Alright, let's try this again. Let's do Poughkeepsie first. I'm sure they got tons of stuff they need to get rid of. What? One time I went negative for like a second. See, that's when it's bad. That's when your ranking goes down. Change dividend. There we go. Okay. Now we save it so that I don't do that stupid mistake again. I should know better than that. I apologize, people. So that one, I don't think that these ever actually raise the level. The water. I think it's only this bullcrap. And I think that'll be fine. And I wish it went and actually showed you what it's going to do to it. And I know that this one's going to be the one that messes shit up. Come on, come on, come on. And come on, come on. Nope, wrong one. There we go. What's the grade now? Eh, it's fine. That's good enough. I'm happy with that result. So we have that. 1954. So I have 2 more years. And that looks like it's going to be a bitch to traverse. Alright, 2 more years to get all the way across. I think I can do it. If not, it's going to be hardcore bond time. Alright, let's see. No. There we go. Nice. Oh crap. I'm running out of monies. Okay, so you just gotta wait a second for monies to roll on in. Give me more powers. Yeah, see, I went and I breathed new life into his damn railroad. Nice. Look at me. And also, the more that you own, of course, if you didn't already know, means that more of the dividends actually go your way. I think I actually already said that, though. So if I repeat myself, just yell at me. Let's go over here, and I think the way to go across is going to be like this. Let's see. Come on. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Huh. What are you waiting for? Alright, so, hold on, let's try this again. And there we go. Aha! Found it. Ah! There we go. Okay. So now we go, and let's pause the game. Lay this guy right there. Get a train that goes from here to there. Be okay with it. And Shazam! That's right, you heard me. I said Shazam! Alright, so one more year. I might, you know what? I think that for 1 year, let me just do, let me save this. First map, 5. And yeah. Let's try to do the low ground, raise it up a little bit. Nice, nice. I can handle that. 1855. Okay, let me once again check the briefing. 1856, so within the year, I need to go ahead and go all the way across. Okay, let's see, buy my stock. Yes. Last year, okay. So let's pause real quick, and so I can see what I'm in for. Oh, that is far. Oh, shit. Huh. I need to go back a little bit. What's it gonna be? No, it's definitely not that. Alright, let's pause this. Alright, that's essentially tunneling it. That's just going to be way too expensive. Let's see what my options are. Holy crap. Let's do that. Let's get rid of that. And let's go this way. Go across over here. Now, just for shits and giggles, let me try this out real quick. Let me save. Last year, let's do last year 1. And let me pause the game and see what is my, oops, sorry, I forget which one of these it is. Issue bonds, yes. Issue bonds, yes. My credit rating is still good. Yes, yes. Look how much money I can get. Okay. So based off of that, now that I have almost $6 million to work with, let's go ahead and lay my track. Let's just go ahead and get the gold right now. And for those of you out there that are like, oh, you know, you shouldn't be doing that. I mean, yeah, but it's the gold level, and this is the way you can do it. Are there more ways to go and make monies? Yeah. Do I want to go ahead and try 50 different versions of this? I'd rather just record other levels and show you a version that'll work in order to get gold. But I think that this is... I don't feel like I'm really cheating. Come on. Really? That house in the way is going to mess me up? Okay. Go, go, go. Also, if you get wondering, if you're trying to play the game and you're wondering why you're not actually seeing the numbers as you're laying track, that's one of the option settings. I find it to be really useful so that you know what the heck you're getting yourself into. Let's see. I think I can just do this, and I can actually go over his track. Let's see. Hold on. Go. Move. Move, you. Move, you piece of crap. Alright. Nice. Just bypass all this stuff. You'd be like, no, connect with me. No, I need the monies. No. No, I'm poor because no one likes my train. My train's useless. No one likes me. Yeah, see, Buffalo's not very far away, comparatively to what I've already done. So let's go ahead and do that. Cruise up here a little bit. Nice. Look at all this awesome track we're laying. Man, we're like pros. Let's go across nicely. Come on. What's it want? That's not bad. They're all threes on the other side. I don't even know why I'm trying to make it nice. Like it matters. Not with Buffalo right over there. So close. Yeah. I think by connecting up to New York, that was awesome. That worked out really well for me. So, bam. And we got it. Look at that. I even have $3 million to save. I can build a big one. Let's see. Let's go all the way from there to here. I don't even think I'm connecting. I don't even know how it's going to stop. Let's just do one of these. Alright. That's right, because Syracuse isn't going to work right. Oh. Yes. Haha! Yay, Boston and Buffalo are linked to the future. Now, would not be surprised if this video cuts off in about a couple seconds because of the way that Fraps works with this recording. But I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see what happens. If I cut off abruptly, I apologize. I'm going to try to go and split it up so that's not the case. But whatevers. I think I might have to wait until it's 1960 or so. Actually, let's go ahead and be a dick. There we go. So another train track from here to there. And be like, hey, you're going from Buffalo on over here. And oh, success worthy of the gold. Do you like that? Alright, so that was the very first mission. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope it was fun. I hope it was a good tutorial and it taught you a couple of things. If there's something you didn't like about my playstyle or my vocab or the things that I uttered under my breath as things were going badly, then I do not apologize. It's just who I am, and that's what I find funny and enjoyable. And this is who I am, so how dare you? Anyways, Fillers here, signing off, thanking you for watching, and hoping to bring you some more entertaining content. Alright, take care, guys.